Hey, it's Shay. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm wearing another knit piece that I made. This is the Bright Bay t-shirt, I believe, by Ashley Lillis. This is a paid pattern, link below. I thought today would be a really good opportunity to do the gender tag. I've seen some really great content from Wylde recently. Also, Atlas, such an amazing name. I love it so much. Great job. And I've seen the gender tag around for years, something I've always wanted to participate in, and just never had the YouTube channel until now to be able to do it. So while I'm going through the gender tag prompts, I'm going to be continuing to work on my sea glass sweater. See my progress here. That's my cat Felix in the background. I am close to finishing up the yoke, and hopefully I can get pretty far on that. So grab your crafting project, come along, knit with me as we go through the gender tag. So I self-identify as being a trans man. More specifically, I typically say things like gender nonconforming trans man or feminine trans man, just because my sense of style is not typically what you would associate with the assignment of male or man. So it matters to me that I identify as a trans man, that there's still that qualifier that my gender identity, so it is man, but my gender expression is gender nonconforming or more feminine. I use he, him pronouns. I wear a lot of crop tops. I knit and crochet my own clothes. I really like very bright colors. If I wear pants, I need my pants to be like pinks or just like really fun colors, because realistically, I don't actually like wearing pants. So if I'm going to wear pants, I need them to be fun. I still wear a lot of pants from, like, quote unquote, the women's section. A lot of things that are floral, a lot of things that are very bright, things you typically cannot find in the designated, like, men's department. Ooh, this is a fun one. I just recently got a haircut. I have been growing out my hair for probably about a year and a half, and then finally cut it. And one of my reasons for deciding to get a haircut was because even though I liked having the longer curly hair, when I was looking up photos on just men with long curly hair, I was seeing some men who had honestly very similar haircuts to mine and hairstyles and hair textures, but they have more facial hair than I do. And it was just making me not feel great about myself, because what I wanted out of that look, I don't currently have, just because I'm still working on the facial hair department. How I style my hair with this new haircut, I like things that are very low maintenance. I just need something where I can take a shower, put some curling product in my hair, go to bed, and then just wake up looking this cute and fabulous. In terms of other areas that I shave, I stopped shaving my legs probably back when I was 19, 20-ish, just because I realized, even then, long before I even knew I was trans, that I was only shaving my legs because it felt like I had to like do girl correctly, and I just stopped. And that has always felt like a really good decision. I do not wear makeup. Even when I was presenting and identifying as a girl and a woman, I've always hated makeup. I did a lot of theater and dance growing up, and the makeup was always the worst part. Hated putting it on my face, never learned how to do it properly. It just always made my face feel like weird and gross. I've tried occasionally again just to see, like, oh, maybe now I might feel differently about it. I still hate it. I am not a makeup guy. That is not how I express my masculinity or my femininity. I've tried, also don't paint my nails. Also, that was another thing that even growing up, I was never interested in. I do wear cologne. I have a not so secret obsession with magician and escape artist Harry Houdini. I'm writing a novel about the Houdinis, so it also just feels very personal to my research. So I found a few years ago a cologne that is like specifically called Houdini, and it's not even like gimmicky about called Houdini. The people who made this cologne did their best to replicate what they believe he actually would have smelled like, which I think is one of the coolest things. I do get misgendered. It's hard to say at this point with what frequency, just because I don't think I'm going to be the best judge. I get misgendered significantly less since being on testosterone, but also, again, I wear a lot of more traditionally feminine clothes, and I am fairly short. So some of my other like markers of what people would typically just read as man, it's just like harder for me to be consistently gendered correctly because of height and because of how I dress, because of my more feminine mannerisms. So I do experience dysphoria. I think the irony here is that when I first came out as trans in 2019, I initially came out as non binary. And I would have told you, oh, I don't experience dysphoria. The reality was that I had some other body and emotional stuff I needed to deal with first. And then when I dealt with that to just be a healthier person all around, I was then able to realize actually, I do have dysphoria. I actually made a video recently on how crafting has been really helpful actually for managing dysphoria. So please go ahead when you're finished with this video, go check that one out. What's honestly helped the most has been gender affirming care. I had top surgery in 2021. I had a hysterectomy and a vaginectomy in 2023, and I've been on testosterone. And my T journey has been a little bit funky. I'll make a separate video filling you guys in on that. But yeah, what's helped the most has been medically transitioning. Though I understand that's not the right path or the path that everyone can or should take. I experienced some dysphoria around not being able to father a child, even though realistically I don't think I would actually want to have a child, other than like potentially adopting. But yeah, the idea of carrying a child for me personally always felt like the worst kind of like body horror, like the worst thing that could possibly happen to my body, but would be pregnancy and childbirth, which is a major factor in why I got a hysterectomy. Money honestly doesn't feel as gendered to me. I feel like I should have prepared for this one a little bit sooner. Thank you so much for the opportunity to share my thoughts and my gender tag with you. I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.